This is a top 15 matchup featuring ACC versus SEC. Two conferences geographically linked, and typically the ACC arrives with a chip on its shoulder and a point to prove when they face the SEC. Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium, home field for the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Green Day Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So Clemson's offense comes on the field first today. And remember last year, both these teams collided playing well at the end of the season. Kirk ended up being a brutal defensive game. Gamecocks rallying late to win it by 3.
Yeah, Chris, think about last year. One thing about Clemson, when they have a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter in Death Valley, usually that game is over. But when Norris Sellers, the quarterback from South Carolina, went on the road in that environment and won the hearts and the trust of the staff to be able to win that game in a comeback fashion. Really exciting, and I think it really elevates the intensity of this rivalry.
Play action, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. The Tigers looking to run some tempo here.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Breaking tackles. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Black. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see.
Touchdown, Tigers. This quarterback on fire today. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense comes out for their first possession today. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week. But let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Important second down play coming up. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. Early in this season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Dropping back, it's Williams. That's caught. It's Clark. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Breaks free. Fighting off the defender.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Throws it to the right. Wide open downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Black. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And the Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. A The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. The pass rush closing in. Pulls it in. It's Staley. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Back to throw. It's Williams. Grab on the receiver. They stop him, but it's a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Grant behind the line. It's Staley. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. The Gamecocks pick up enough yardage for a first down. Launching one to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
And he's got it again. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And some big plays through the air have been a big part of the story so far. These receivers have shown up today. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
See if he can make a play on this return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On first down, it's play action. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. Second touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out, though they are fired up after just scoring a a touchdown. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He finds some space. He's past the marker and still going. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. And the Tigers come to the line to run the hurry-up.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback. He's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, this guy is having a career day, and we're only in the first half. 2 touchdowns. Here's a great conversion. This guy right now is playing in a zone.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking for the wideout. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up for the first down at the 47. And the Gamecocks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Williams. On the move now. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to chuck it again. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. First down and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. The pocket breaking down.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Bryant. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Clemson. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good. We're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Staley. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Back to pass. It's Williams. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. Tackle made after a big gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
One play, and they're already past the 40, 1st and 10. The receiver makes the catch. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback's been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Timeout is called a Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. He escapes the pocket. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. That's how you finish a play.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, he makes the catch. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Can't make the catch across the middle. It'll bring up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Blitz and a quick sack. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Looking to throw here. Oh, that one's picked off. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he
grabs it inside the 20. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. And the kickoff will be returned. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That one takes it across the 30-yard line. Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. A running play called on 4th down. Sophomore brought down after a nice run. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Breaks into the clear. Gets the first and still running. That's a solid lead. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. And the Gamecocks will try to keep this drive moving. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Defense swarms them on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. He'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Defense is coming after him. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down. This will be the 9th play on the drive. Off the RPO, clock to the right. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Quick throw, the catch is made. Tackle after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the
touchdown, Gamecocks. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, the energy really building that quick. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pass is caught. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is a team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, hey, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped it. He could not hang goodness.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Working clock with the ground game. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Breaks loose at the 40. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. Well, this is a performance, Kirk, in a big showdown game late in the season. Tough competition to show what you're about. And they've made the clutch plays, and they're going to be considered a serious contender going forward now.
Yeah, we've said this really all year. Obviously, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And these guys have been on a mission since day one. And they're going to be a real problem in the next few weeks as we get the playoff off the ground.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Bringing pressure. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. The Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. They can't stop him. And he steps out of bounds after the interception, and that will be the final play of the game. This was a case of a higher rank respect.